house again.
Greetings, everybody. Forever awesome. Back up in the house, and literally in the house.
We call our channel Forever Awesome to remind you that you also are awesome and that we're all awesome. And we just need to have a reminder sometimes daily.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Like, hey, you're great and you're an awesome being. And also, we're here to remind you of that. But also knowing that you're doing your best, but you can always evolve into another version of yourself that's maybe even better or more evolved and more present and more like with more love and with more freedom.
You can always become a greater version of yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
To be more awesome. And it takes a little work, but that's what we strive for: greatness and awesomeness.
Yeah. So this is Hydro, and I'm Janneke. I call myself online Miss Hellbreaker. I also have a YouTube channel, and my website is misshellbreaker.com, and I'm very active on social media, lots of social media pages, all as Miss Hellbreaker, to share awakening, health, spirituality, yoga, meditation, breathwork, altar,
energetic healing.
Healing and courses.
Got all kinds of good things happening, all kinds of good stuff going on.
Yeah, and even help people with financial online income ways. I help people with a lot of things. And what do you do?
My name is Hydro, and I take her last name, so Hydro Hellbreaker. And I am an awakening spiritual teacher. I also am a health and wellness coach, and sometimes me and her work together with this one. And we also a relationship coach. And I'm also a digital artist / video editor. So I do all the editing and most of the digital artwork. And she also helps me with that as well. Assists me in this digital artwork.
Yeah, together we one team. And
one great, awesome, powerful team.
Yeah. And the videos that we make here is very much about like health and wellness, detoxing, fasting, eating healthier, and also about relationships, and also about our adventures in general, what we see in life and while traveling.
All these experiences we're having. And it's been quite a trip, y'all. You just have no idea, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are going through, at this moment, this timeline that we're in, we're going through some interesting times.
Yeah,
as I can call it.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted to make this video, to let people know like the energies are really strange. Like there's a lot of things happening in the world, and we also want to share a bit about the current energies. A lot of people saying it's the frequencies, it's radiation, it's ascension symptoms, it's like purging, moon cycle, whatever it is. There's so much going on, and we want to let people know like whatever you're going through, you're not the only one.
No, like we're going through things also alongside with everyone out there. I mean, from the easiest to the fun to the most difficult. And this can't right now at the moment. I know for a fact it can't be easy for anyone at this particular moment. I mean, we do what we can to have fun. We distract ourselves with a lot of things. But truth be known that like these are trying times, and like I said, things are changing, and I think we are coming along for that change of this realm that we're living in right now. And a lot of things are going to come with good and bad are going to come with this. And we're going to explain some of these energies and some of the things that are affecting us in certain types of ways.
Yeah, and do what is good for you and take really good care of yourself.
That's number one.
Yes, that is first. If you can't give from an empty cup, you can't be there for others if you are like surviving yourself. So first care is self-care and self-love for yourself, making sure you're okay, taking good care of yourself, taking rest when you need. And also when you do a day nothing, it's also okay. Like it's like take a break for yourself. Because a lot of times we keep like, oh, I need to help this person. No.
That's true.
You first.
I want to give on that too, because a lot of times you did it a lot, I did it a lot in the past. Like we don't really help ourselves, but we find ourselves a lot trying to want to help somebody else. And it's like we don't even take care of ourselves enough, but we want to rush out there. And the thing is like, how are you going to fix something if you're not fixed yourself? And not to say that we can ever be completely fixed, but you first need to make sure you're okay, and then make sure the other person is okay. And so we can go out there and help others, but you need to be helped first, and then you help other people. And this will make your help more efficient for those people and more effective at that.
And on the other hand, we're all learning, evolving, and growing and healing anyway. So it's also, you don't have to be at a certain place before start helping others. So know that you can already do that. And while doing that, you keep learning and healing yourself. I always have, when I give a healing, I also receive healing, and I receive a lot of insights for the other people, but also for myself, a lot of ideas. So never think you have to be already at a certain place. You can already do and give from where you are also.
Exactly. I think people that do that, and I was one of those, you just never get what you want to accomplish. Because if you're always waiting to become something before you can help somebody, or to make it work, you're always like, well, I'm not ready there. I'm not there yet. Maybe you think you have to fast a certain amount. Maybe you think you have to be a certain fit in health. Maybe you think you have to be not sick. But you can just start anytime. But like I was saying, like she was saying, you don't really have to be at a certain level. You don't have to be like a super guru, spiritual guru, to be like, okay, now I can help others. If you feel you have the knowledge and power and the ability to help somebody, and you can share something, well, go ahead and just do it. And you'll find that if you're not where you want to be, maybe that'll help you get to where you want to be by helping other people, because you're not completely finished. And sometimes it takes you to be at a broken place to be able to understand another person at a broken place, to bring them out of it as well as you, and help together. And from there you can push forward.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other and to co-create a new existence and to be there for each other and to know you're not alone. And sometimes just help letting other people know that they're not the only ones. That is already helping. And your story also matters. Wherever you are, whatever your truth and your story and what you have to share does matter, and it can inspire lots of people. So I also hope, we also hope to inspire other people to start sharing as well. Even if you're doubting yourself, even if you're shy, even when you're thinking, oh, what am I gonna say? Just start doing it. And while doing it, you also keep learning on how to do it even better next time.
That's a good point you make. If you have a story to say, like you were saying, definitely start sharing it. And here's how I know it's a good point to make. It's because a lot of times you might not know that your story, your struggle, whatever you have going on, or success, there's a lot of people out there that can actually relate to your story, but are maybe too shy to come out and share their story. If you come out and tell and share this story, it's you can inspire lots and lots of people because they can actually relate to it, and it's always good to share. Somebody might be a little shy to come out and share, and they might not be able to do this, but you might be that inspired person that might come out and do it for them to inspire them to do it, and maybe later on they could share. But at the same time, we all realize that together we have similar things going on, and
everybody has different ways of dealing with things than others. And also in the moment when you feel sometimes you just need to distract yourself and watch things, and sometimes you just need to feel all the emotions that are there. And sometimes you also need to eat things that you would normally not eat. It's okay, cut yourself some slack. You're doing your best, and every moment your best can be something else. Every moment your best is something else, and it's okay. And it's okay to do whatever you need to do in that moment to go get by in that moment. For me, it's sometimes I need my chocolate. Sometimes I need my sweetness.
Sometimes I need to eat a piece of cake or something.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're always trying to be super healthy, raise the vibration high, but listen, energies, they alternate, they're up and down. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to if you're seeking comfort, yes, don't be too addicted and get hooked on something too long. But sometimes we seek comfort. Sometimes we want to watch a cool movie. Sometimes we want to distract ourselves. But just no matter where you are, if you feel like you need something, I feel you should do maybe a little bit of it. Because if you deprive yourself for far too long and you finally go do that thing, like eating a piece of cake, it might be the whole cake and not just that piece of cake. I've been there and I've done that before. I gotta be not doing it, even though I feel the need to, I don't do it. Even though I'm in a certain place that I don't want to be, I don't do it. And then I do it, and then it's like out of control. I got to go in fast because I've been putting on like 50 pounds or whatever I did, or something like that. But you just really have to just, with moderation, if you're in a place. And then you'll come out of this place. You come out of your shadow place.
And know that you're never standing still. You're still always growing, even though it doesn't feel that way. Even if you, it's like a bow. You go back and then you go forward again. It's like before an upgrade, you feel like, oh, it's nothing is happening, or I feel bad, and all sorts of things. Or when you have a dark night of the soul, you feel first very uncomfortable.
Dark night of the soul.
Yeah, you first feel very uncomfortable before you feel better than before. But it's like they see, like, say, ascension symptoms, but it's almost like growing pains.
Growing pains, yeah.
Yeah, I would see it as growing pains. And those pains can be like pains in your joints, like a back pain, shoulder, neck pain, headaches, like, what is it, in your ear?
Ringing in the ear.
Ringing in, lots of people have ringing in their ears.
Some brain fog. I don't know, restless nights when you don't really get to sleep.
Yeah, people that almost can't sleep, and then people that sleeping too much more than normal.
The variation in appetite.
Or very tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also the variation of appetite is also good.
I have a lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm. So everybody is struggling with their own demons, and in a different way. And there's so many different ways how to deal with it. So that's why we wanted to share that. Like, do what is good for you, do what you need to do to get through this, and know in the long run, in the big scheme of things, it will get better.
Yes. Keep in mind, we all do have a dark night of the soul. I know they like to think, oh, you know, spiritual people or whatever you want to call us these days, or the awakened ones, that we always stay on a high vibration, and that's not the case. Sometimes you're not always on a high vibration. And you just have to do the work, or sometimes that you hit that dark spot just to see where you need improvement and growth at, and you can bring yourself back to the top. But you're always going to get, hit with these challenges, these dark nights of the soul, to let you know where you need work at, where you need to be at, and to get where you have to go eventually.
And sometimes it's like purging of like old things. Like for me, it's a lot of times also grief. Like I start crying. Sometimes I know what it's about, and sometimes not. But it's about like feeling whatever needs to be felt in that moment.
So it really is random. I feel like a lot of things that you're feeling might come from like, it's definitely externally, and like whatever energies, like I feel like we're very sensitive. We can sense when the rest of the world just isn't feeling so great, and then whatever they're feeling, we were affected by it. Like, it's interesting that you say like, you feel the sad part of it. It's like, it's funny because like me and her mirror, and like I said before in one of our videos, we reflect what the other one doesn't show. So I don't cry, but there's sadness in there, but she'll let that out when she feels some stuff, and then she doesn't get angry and mad and like, she's not the aggressive one as far as like, how do I say this, the frustration, but that's what I display. So it's like we display the whole, I feel like we display a whole like wide range of emotions, but like when it comes to me, it's more like, frustration, and there's anger in there sometimes and all this other stuff, and then all the sadness I don't display, which I should learn how to practice. She lets this hold out, but she doesn't let out what I let out. She'll let what she let, and then that's the same for me as well. Like I don't let out what she lets out. So I feel like we kind of balance each other. But it's funny because not only do we balance each other, we're both feeling these energies coming in at the same time. When we're happy, when we're feeling good energy around the world, I feel like we can feel when people are doing well, and when they're not, that really hits us heavy. It's really dark, and it's like having a dark rain cloud over you, and you just want to stay inside so you don't get soaked in that rain out there.
Yeah, so that's why we really, and it's also the weather can have a different direct effect. Like the day that you have like sun and warmth, and you sit outside and you feel really, really great and peaceful and soaking up that sun. And other days when you look outside and it's gray and rainy, you're like
yeah, like today, yesterday, and then like it was alright yesterday, but then today it's just gray. We didn't get to go outside, and it's like.
And it's not only for us. I think everybody has this.
Yeah, I think everybody does have this, because like they say, like, your medicine, your sunshine, the sun out there, even though it does feel a bit different. I'm not going to go into that right now, but like the sun, it's nice to get outside. It's nice when you have nice clear blue skies, and then, the energy is just radiating, and then you feel good to be out there. Everybody's polite, you're happy. But when it gets darker, and then, you already know what it is.
Yeah, so make sure that you get through your days. So see what you need, and it's for everybody different. For everybody it's different what you need to get yourself through it. What helps me a lot is like frequencies, especially on YouTube, listening to healing frequencies, and that I really love that, like meditating and listening to frequencies, and like guided meditations, or like all sorts of things. And yeah, also watching like uplifting
motivational like videos, movies, or anything, something that's just motivational or just uplifting, something very positive to keep the spirits really high, you know. Good energy. I mean, for me it's like I do my digital designs and like artwork, but I do take comfort in eating some like really delicious foods that are bad for you when I'm going through these times, and I know it's not the right way to do it, but if I can just like fight that one day and just stay focused on my digital designing, because that keeps me focused and that keeps me inspired and motivated as well. But I just can't seem to kick, and everybody has something they're connected to that they're fighting right now, and I just can't seem to kick the food thing, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. I'm working on it. I'm actually out here telling y'all about it. Not many people are going to tell you what the weaknesses are. They're going to be up there like, I'm so strong in the video, and I tell you, but I'm here to let you know, I'm just like everybody else out there, man. I have my struggles. It's not easy. I be struggling day to day, but we're going to get through this. We're going to power through it.
Yes, definitely.
We're going to make it.
Yeah, and that's like, just know that we are like sharing about a lot of things, but we're also going through our own thing. But that's why we know what is going on in the world, and that's why we also want to share that with others, so it can be maybe a bit softer or easier on you to know that there's also other people out there.
Yeah, we're just like you. Yeah. Just like we're going through it. We're high vibrational, always smiling, but listen, we go through some things. We're going through some things, and trust me, me and her, we go through some things. And it's really not easy. It's crazy. It gets crazy.
Yeah.
But like we try to bring it back to a place of like straight up happiness, man. Straight up happiness is the way to go. Love and happiness.
And we are very fortunate that we have each other to comfort each other and to be there for each other. And we also know a lot of people don't have that.
No.
So that's why we also want to be there for others. And we have also certain services for people that want to find their purpose, want to live a healthier life. Maybe people that have like physical illnesses and struggles. You can really contact us. You can find our websites underneath, and also people that have relationships problems, or they can also we are there as well. So I recently had people that had like were facing breakups, had breakups and how to deal with that, and we've been through a lot also relationships, and so that's why we're here also to help others with that. And we're also learning, and we're
together we're learning, because we have like, we go through trials and tribulations and obstacles, because we had like experiences from our past relationships. She has that were good and not good. I had that were good and not good, and then now we have this high level relationship that me and her have. And yeah, there's challenges in there. There's things like, I'm gonna say one thing real quick, that you'll know very quickly in these times whether you're with the right person or not, because like these trials will either make you or break you. So these have been making us. If you're not with the right one, probably it probably will break you apart. But just keep in mind to keep self-love and keep strong, and just keep the faith in yourself. And then when you're good, you've done the work, you'll automatically radiate outward and attract the one that's going to come to you automatically. You don't go out searching for it. Just be who you are and be the best version you can be. It'll come to you. And so that when this does happen with these relationships, you'll be like, oh, that's what it means about like, it'll make you or break you. Because normally something that'll break you apart in a relationship is like, it doesn't. You're like, okay, we didn't break up, so what's going on now? What's next? It brings you to a whole new level. It's really cool. I mean, it's painful at the same time, but it's cool. But then it's just growth and expansion. What are you going to become together? Whole new thing going on here.
Yeah, and we're learning better to listen, to communicate better, to break patterns that we have. You become more and more aware of the things And I had like really, I saw someone like a meme, like or someone saying like, how do you let your partner know that you need something? And there was someone saying like, it's a telepathically, like passive aggressively, or yeah, you just say it. Like a lot of time people think like, don't they know that and don't they feel that? No, you have to tell them. You have to tell.
You gotta tell.
Yeah, and we're like and tell everything and share everything.
Or try all three of those methods at the same time. Telepathic, why you're telling me? You know what I mean? Like, you know, why you're telling me? You just gotta come out and say it that way, like, you know, because there will be no miscommunication. Because a lot of times relationships, we all have different perspectives on how we see things and how we view things and how we live and what life actually is to us individually. So there could easily be miscommunication by just simple words being misunderstood. Just a few words difference can really make a big difference of how your day will turn out between you and that person.
And that is not only in relationships, that can be everywhere, because everybody is such a different universe on itself. Where you come from, your upbringing, how you are, what are your perspectives on life. Everybody has such a totally different, like a whole different person with all, and sometimes you just have to say one thing and it totally triggers someone, and something else triggers another person.
It could be anything that triggers somebody too. It could be like last night, you didn't make enough noodles. Well, because I got to my comfort level, I'm like, I think I need some more noodles. I'm hungry. I need more noodles. And maybe it could have been how I said it.
Yeah, and now we can laugh about it.
But it could be a mistranslation. It could be how I said it.
And it affects immediately mine not being good enough. Like, I didn't do it right enough.
Yeah, and that's the thing I didn't even know, because I didn't even look at it that way. But she's looking at it that way because something from the past that, you know, something that come up, like some past traumas or something.
And it's not even from me. Like,
I didn't even know.
Like, my mom used to cook too much always. So we eat a lot.
Same with my family.
And I'd rather cook a bit less, because otherwise I would keep eating. So it's really interesting. Like, we're dealing, our biggest demon is like about food.
Yeah, it is. Our biggest one is food. She wants to cook less, to eat less. I want her to cook more because she eats less, I'll eat more of it. And I'm having a problem with, like, I want more. She's like she's more controlling. In a good way. No, I don't mean like that, but she's more trying to control.
Yeah, but I would eat more if I had more.
But you want to make our health better. So she's more like controlling with the health. She wants health to be much better and like and not us to be like gluttonism and just go off on the food. So she's trying to like manage it properly, and I'm like, don't do that, make more. I'm gonna devour everything. And I would, and I will. And I'm glad you didn't make more, and I'm glad it was what it was, because you know, after I finished it, I'm like, you know, I am kind of full.
And it's always, that's always.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what, that's good enough.
Let's wait until he says he's full. Yeah, that's really funny.
But I do appreciate everything you're doing. Like, plus you, I don't know, you're a really good cook.
Thanks.
Really.
So we make some good things of everything.
Yeah, we
make the best of it, and we'll keep learning and growing and evolving every day. And that is so beautiful that we have that mirror and that we have that.
That's a good example. Just with the noodles.
Yeah, that we have that reflection in a relationship. So that's why we talk about our relationship, and we talk about like whatever we are dealing with. And to create awareness in your life, create awareness about what you can learn and what we can learn, and share that. So whatever we learn, we keep sharing that, so you learn with us.
Yes, and also like any questions or comments of anything that you might be going through, we're going to share with you. I'm going to answer those questions. We're going to share our experiences, and you can share yours with us as well. We're going to make our communication really great, y'all. So just questions, comments, whatever you have, make sure you put it there. We'll get right back to you. It might be a couple days, but it's not going to be a couple months. We're going to be right back to you within, a few days or whatever. Yeah,
we'll be here, and we also know websites that are down there. And at this moment, I'm working on lots of things at the same time, but also I have my podcast, but also my book is coming out soon called Whispers of the New Earth.
Congratulations on that.
And I also wrote an ebook, Hacking the Matrix, with lots of tips and tricks to deal with this reality, to master your reality.
Also, congratulations on that also.
Thank you. I'm doing more.
And yeah, we have a lot more coming. You have a lot more going on.
Yeah, we're making more memes. That's also fun.
I think you got even more books coming out. Like really.
I have like another ebook, Heal Yourself and Others. I'm also writing that. So wherever we can help and heal people, we're there. So just
leave a comment below. We will get back to you.
Yes.
We just now like discovered that we get comments. So yeah, finally we get to communicate with everybody. I wasn't sure when I was going to start, but now that I see it, I would love to communicate with y'all out there. We would, most definitely.
So thank you for listening and wishing you all the best.
Love, light, peace, power, and happiness to everyone out there.
I know you got this.
Keep pushing forward.